What up out there, YouTube? Travel Wolves in the building. How's everyone doing today? So, today I'm going to talk about this video from Willie D. Just a segment of it, but if you want to see the whole video, I'll put the link in the description box. As you know, Colombia right now has been outrageous, crazy, with the murders and the kidnappings and the robberies. I didn't think it would ever get that bad. Kind of reminds me of my time in Rio. But anyway, as you know myself, I'm anti that moniker, peanut butter and jelly, I call it, but you guys know where that's passport bros. I'm anti that moniker as it is used to apply to African American and black men. And I don't care who made it up. People say black women made it up. What the fuck does that matter? It doesn't. The point is, when you start letting people assign monikers to you, they use it only to villainize you. And you have to fight against that with everything you got. I hate to use this term on an open channel because every time I use it, it can cause problems. But assigning monikers to ethnic groups is a hallmark signature of white supremacy. So in other words, assigning a moniker to us and not the same white dudes who are traveling for love and companionship is a hallmark signature of white supremacy. That's why you guys need to let that shit die and say, I don't want to be called that. And some people do. Some of us do. But most of us are trying to embrace it. I had some clown tell me there's some money involved in it. And I was like, not enough money to give me a stigma. But since I look like you, since I look like other African American and black men, you know, it's assigned to me. And to be honest with you, I remember this how bad it is. I was in Hawaii. I was home for a spell. And I went out to the strip club. And I was talking to this Asian chick. And she used that term on me when I told her how I just came from Thailand or I just came from Colombia and I was traveling. You know, I was trying to give her some insight because she's talking about leaving Hawaii to go to Houston. And I laughed. I was like, you don't want to go to Houston. But anyway, first thing she said to her mouth was, oh, you a passport bro? And I was like, no, not really. I'm no more of a passport bro than that domestic loser you're flying to Houston to think you're going to be some famous Doja Cat or some other bullshit with, you know? So anyway, I tried to give her some advice. I don't think she took it because last time I saw her on Instagram, she was crying and she was all bitter about life. But, you know, anyway, that's the game, you know? Anyway, now, let me just run a clip for you because the clip is very, very important. When Willie D asked, are there any passport bros in the building? My reaction was surprise at the response because what he got was motherfucking crickets. And here he goes asking, are there any passport bros in the building? Let's watch the clip.
So what do y'all think about that, fam? First of all, any passport brothers out there, give me a thumbs up. If you're a passport brother, give me a thumbs up. Let's see, I want to know what y'all got to say about this. Passport brothers, where you at? Thumbs up if you're a passport brother.
He asked for y'all. He asked for y'all listening to his commentary about the passport bros. And he asked, well, you're in the building, well, you're on his channel of 1 million subscribers. And guess who answered? No one. And I was shocked. I was shocked to see that nobody answered. I was shocked. But the point is, this is what I mean by monikers. The proper moniker can do a lot for you. The wrong moniker can do nothing for you. And since we allowed fifth parties, we allowed the enemies of our state to identify us that's a problem. That's a problem. Why would we allow the enemies of our state to identify us? You know? Yeah, so there you go. So when you look at the video, it was actually a live stream. So he has 1 million subscribers. And of all those people, no passport bros. Nobody gave him a thumbs up. Nothing. Those guys were ghosts. All of a sudden they got amnesia. I'm not a passport bro today. I'm not a passport bro when somebody calls me out. When I call you out, I get threats and all kinds of bullshit. Motherfuckers running up on me and shit. You know, wanting to waste my time with oxygen. I don't got, you know, I got patience for all that. You know? And so, it's just funny to me because I was trying to warn you all about this, but obviously, you know, a lot of y'all want to be on some whole ass shit and only want to listen to who you want to listen to weeks later. And I can't deal with that weeks later shit. You know, it's like, it reminds me of somebody I used to talk to, and every time I would tell them something, give them a week or two, it sinks in, and then they're like, oh yeah, you were right about that. And I'd be like, took you that long to realize that? But that's just the African American man thing. We don't like listening to our own kind unless it's some type of what women call social proof. That's why I say it's some whole ass shit, because it's some shit that women think. It's how women think, you know. I'm not gonna go into all of that. You guys know my bona fides, or you should know my bona fides. But anyway, I'm young, handsome, ain't retired, and live overseas. You know. So, but the point is, like, that's why you don't want to be attached to this moniker. They're dumping, even though many of these murders and robberies haven't been black or African American men. I think the one that they're showing in the video was a Colombian dude. Even though that hasn't been the case, they attribute all of this to us. You know, they attribute all of this to us. So I don't understand why that is. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they want to deter you from traveling now because of the dangers. Where every other day, I can show you guys articles from Miami where the same shit is happening. In Miami, in LA, cats getting a roll for their Rolexes. This shit happens to athletes, man. This shit happens to, you know, real people who are out there with the bullshit. It can happen to anybody, bro. It doesn't matter that it's no difference that you go to another country. Europe is probably worse. Europe is way worse. But, you know, nobody's focused on Europe, probably because a lot of us aren't there. You know where this happens a lot? In Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, they even have a law for it. It's called something like rolling tuck law or something like that. It's basically when, you know, a John would go get with a prostitute and she slipped him a Mickey and she rolls him for his money, his credit cards, and his Rolex. So this type of thing happens a lot in Las Vegas too. So it's not even like, you know, it's not even a big deal. Just because it's happening overseas, I think the problem isn't that it's happening overseas. I think the problem is people are concerned about the injustice, holding somebody accountable, and they're concerned about trying to persuade or deter us to come back home. That's really what they want. They want us to come back home. They don't want us out there. They want us back. They don't want us to leave, and we found the loophole to get away. They want us back because the game needs suckers. That's really what it is. The game needs suckers. Hey up, Tribal Wolves. Peace.